It is a warm day outside. It is almost midday. The storm that preceded yesterday has passed through. The water of the lake of Hubshan is calm. We sit inside of a large room full of many people and many other things. There are many glowing balls, and there are many dragons and other things. They surround a group of young, well, some are young and some are old, chatting people. They have all been given little pins that have 3s on them. Today is the day that we have been working towards for a few weeks, that all those that have been chosen to be in this group, this possible expedition to grow and harness their exceptional talents in this school. This is the 195th year that this school has been running. We are preparing for the, let me make sure I got this right, because I worked with it math-wise. This is the 23rd possible expeditionary force that we're working towards. Many of these people are here for many different reasons. Some for hope, some to escape fear, some to be a light, and some to cast a shadow to their past. But everyone here knows that they have been chosen in hopes of becoming something more than they are. Something that could change the world, or at least change themselves. Some came from nothing, some came from everything. Some, just by being accepted here, have more than they ever have, while others have cast aside everything they had to be here. They've all been given a place in their dormitories, and they all have doors that reflect who they are, or who they wish to be, or who they hope to be. But today, they actually become officially more than they are. When they woke up this morning, some were nervous, some were excited, some were impatient. But they all put their feet down one step at a time and stood up and got ready and walked to their door and saw their door in their room shaped on who or what they are or what they believe. They get what they feel that they need. Some tell their companions bye, since they have to stay in the room and not go with them. And they walk. The RA's outside the door, and they direct them to a section of the school that none of them have been. As they walk out, they see quite possibly could be 100 other students lining the hall to this new section of the school. They all stand there quietly, with their eyes closed and their heads down, as these people pass through the halls. Every one of them stands holding a ball as they walk through. And as you walk through, the balls glow whenever there is a student walking in the halls, signifying that you are worthy to be here. No one really says anything on the way. Occasionally, a couple of the classmates with you do whisper, sort of in awe. You know, the rooms are etched out of woods, in great woods and other things, like some deep colors, some light colors. But the craftsmanship is very old. And you come through and you come to these great set of doors. And on this door looks almost like a snake curled on both sides of the door, but it turns out it's a dragon holding a neocom that's in the middle of the door. The RA sits and looks back at those that are in line in the hallway. A few of you look back and you see all the other students in the school holding their neocoms. And the neocoms go dark. And the hallway goes dark. There are no windows in this hallway. The RA puts his hand on the door of this snake-like dragon on what looks like the neocom. The neocom glows bright. And it illuminates the hallway with you. And every one of you new students with your freshly pinned 3 on you, the 3 glows. An acceptance that you are here. The RA takes his hand off the orb that's on the door, and the ball continues to glow. And he steps back, and the doors swing out. And for the first time, these great doors, it's about 12, 13 feet high, about 10 feet wide when they open. It's hard to miss, no matter where you're standing in the line, that stands before you what looks like a clockwork dragon, holding probably the largest neocom that you've ever seen. The RA steps aside and he puts his hand and he yells, "After today, you will be a student like me." And many of those start walking into the hall. Does anyone choose not to go into the hall and end this character now? It's that simple.
I'm going.
So everyone walks through. So you come through, and a bunch of your old classmates are ahead of you. Most everyone at the table is at the back of this. You come through and you see tables in the back. Some of these figures you've seen around the area. Some of them are the teachers that you've seen wandering around. Some of you have interacted with some of the teachers. Some of you have not. But it's hard to miss that there are 3 very large dragons in front of you. So there is again the great mechanical dragon holding the large neocom. There is a quite large dragon of the deep. And then you see maybe the biggest book that you've ever seen in the hand of a bronze dragon, with a short person sitting on the shoulder of the bronze dragon. If you look around quickly, what's to your surprise is the dragon that was on the door is over in the corner, in the shadow. At first it just looked like a neocom sitting there pulsating, but it turns out it's being held just like the door by another snake-like dragon, sort of perched upon this sort of column that's wrapped around watching. If you continue to look around, you notice there's a very large hat sitting at the table, but not there's no hat. There's no head big enough for this hat. And then you see 2 arms. It's like cutting a steak. So, and occasionally lifting it up is eating. So, you see a gnome sitting, smacking the hat, trying to get him to stop eating. Floating around the room is something that would terrify some of you all if you've not seen it before. So there's some type of large eye monster has many eyes on stalks, looking around. If you make eye contact, whichever eye that is on it, it almost feels that it peers into you. But many of these people are sitting, holding their own neocom. So, after you look around enough, you realize that you are the only ones that do not have neocoms. So, everyone either has one near them or sitting beside of them. So, the beholder floats and gets between you and the dragon, the giant mechanical clockwork dragon, and says, "We will begin soon. So you have a few minutes while we prepare. You're welcome to talk amongst yourselves, but don't get too loud. I'm watching you." He goes to talk over to the deep dragon, and all the little eye stalks are looking back at you all.
That's not creepy at all.
So the floor is yours if you wish to speak. Some of you have met each other, some of you have not.
I wonder how many eyes he has.
I don't know, but I don't think I trust him.
That's at least 2 eyes.
Hey, Pepper, have you gotten to see one of these ceremonies before?
I don't know. No.
So you can't give us any hints?
Nope.
Oh, boy. So where's your brother? I thought we got to meet him before we started.
I don't know where he's at. I haven't seen him in weeks.
But I thought he was coming today.
There are others missing.
Yar, what year do you think we need before they give us our own balls?
I don't know. Kind of brush him off. I'm just paying attention to the dragon and like taking
Because
notes.
it's the most amazing thing you've ever seen.
It's very gorgeous.
It's like, it's probably the most interesting thing that you've ever seen.
I wonder what happened with that young lass we brought in. The one that made the balls grow the brightest.
That's a good point.
I wasn't here for that. Sorry.
If I had to guess, color of the ball. Well, do I see him anywhere in this room?
That was the night he was
It was all right.
Do I see him anywhere in this room? Nope.
You don't see her.
So I'm taking a look around.
Yeah, so you looking around.
So, young doesn't mean that he wouldn't be here, but
It's a girl.
oh, yeah, it was a girl.
Yeah, it was a girl.
Yeah.
Who's Ethan?
I got a dumb question. I seen great wolves around.
No. That's a good question to ask.
So,
What about black?
You don't see any wolves.
I don't see any.
There are no wolves.
Thought I always saw wolves.
I thought white meant hand on head that
White means alive.
alive.
Great
So shouldn't
means
they
great.
say
Great.
white wolves?
Great means they're about to die. Black
He
means
could perhaps be
Like
cut off
that.
from his visions inside this very special room.
You could, but if a wolf appears, that means that death is possible.
I thought I always saw wolves. That's what.
I did too. I thought you always saw
death
white
is
ones.
is ever possible.
Oh,
So
death is
apparently
not possible.
death is not possible in this room.
Well, I mean, we can fix that.
Can you?
so
Just walk up and go.
You can certainly try.
Damn it.
for all I know, they're pirate.
Pirate? Where's a pirate? I'm a privateer.
Okay, privateer. Excuse me. You keep saying that, but
Do you not know the difference? I can tell you the difference. The pirates were the ones that come and took it forcefully. The privateers will ask you kindly.
and then take it forcefully.
No, we never took anything forcefully.
So this is
That's
probably
not what she said.
a question for Pepper because she helped gather some of the people.
What have you done?
There are some people that are missing.
Well,
on the
Conlon.
board. That's good.
And Dante.
Yes, thank
no,
you.
Dante's there.
Oh, well, I
That's
don't
okay.
know their figures like
It's
that
okay.
yet.
Their
So
figures.
But Colin's not here, and so's the rogue that you brought in.
Is Michael's character there?
Yeah, he's here.
Here's the road that you brought in.
Whitney's character.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that one's name.
That's
What?
Cruella.
Cruella.
Oh, that happened after.
Oh,
That happened after I left. So
Right.
if
Well,
you
you
used
see-
my character to do it, I did.
Yeah, you did.
Sorry.
Yeah. It's okay. But those two characters aren't here.
Okay.
But everyone knows that Colin's dad is here.
Yeah, I would notice that Conlon's not here. Where's Conlon?
Okay.
That's true.
Do
They're
not know.
Anybody know where Conlon is?
I thought I was too short. You weren't the loudest.
Hello, people! Anyone know where Conlon is?
I would say by the lack of answer, your answer be no.
Well, we need to find him. We can't let him miss this.
Well, I tell you what, you're free to go back outside and roam the halls and look for him.
Well, come on, go with me.
Why would I go out there? I don't want to lose my rank.
Well, the more
Wait.
of us looking, the faster we'll find him.
I'm sure he moves at his own path. His daddy works here.
His dad's in the room.
Have I met him, Drew?
What?
Conlon.
Colin.
Conlon, you're
Oh,
right.
did you get to play with Dusty?
Not this.
I don't
not this.
think you have met
I
him.
don't think you met him. You saved him. He was one of the ones that you saved. Like your character.
Oh yeah, I did because I had to go out in that water fight.
Yes,
yeah.
so you did.
Yeah,
But
okay.
was he actually
but-
here?
Yeah, I was here.
Yeah.
I just couldn't stay long because I had to.
Yeah.
I had to get work extra or whatever.
Okay.
Perhaps he hasn't recovered from yesterday.
Maybe sleeping.
Well, in that case, I say this is just one class he missed.
Well, they let him in the class if he's not here for this.
Guys, I thought
That's
we
his problem,
decided
not
we
ours.
were sticking together.
We are. We're all together right here,
We're
right now.
not together if we're missing Conlon.
We don't even know who that is. Who is that?
I don't know. That's a new one.
I am me?
No.
I'm not new.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the round one over there.
Oh, well, he was talking about me.
That's not what he was talking about. He was talking about him.
No, he was talking about me.
You
But
seem
then
to think
we
a lot
were
of things
talking
are about you.
Conlon.
I love this.
There's not a lot of things that are about you, so.
Well, we need to find Conlon.
Who are you? When did you show up?
See, that's not about you either.
But it could be, because... Wait, hand on head, I was here with you. We met him.
God.
Well, at least he's
That
laughing.
You didn't play.
Oh. I thought maybe I played that day, but he says I didn't. So I was just physically here. Okay.
How do the teachers look? Do they look upset? They look happy, excited, nervous?
They're mostly talking amongst themselves. It's a good
Hey,
thing.
Pepper, do you
How's that
know a
good?
way to sneak out and get to Conlon's room to check on him really fast?
So the statue, that's that
Nope.
statue. Right?
A lot of the inside of the school wouldn't have.
But like I said, Colin's dad is in the room, and you all.
Why don't you go
a lot of
ask
you
his
all-
dad?
A lot of you all do know that it's his daddy. Is in the room.
Well, I'll just go ask him.
That's grandma.
Do you want to go? So you really want to go talk to?
Not really, but if Conlon's not here, I don't want him to miss out.
All right. So Colin's dad has the orb. He's sitting there with an orb, looking into
That
the
one?
orb. Yep.
What's his name?
Just Professor Dagon.
Festival.
Dagon.
3 silver says that he tells her to bum off.
I don't even think it'll be.
Hi, Professor Dagon.
You didn't answer my question.
I'm Chloe. I'm sort of friends with your son, but he's not in here. Do you know where he is?
My son has no friends, nor does he deserve any friends.
Well, that's why I said only sorta, because we just met a few days ago. But do you know where he is?
I feel that I don't need to say what I know or don't know. They're student.
Well, can you maybe not tell me, but go get him so he doesn't miss out?
If he deserved to be here, he would be in this room.
Oh.
Well, That's not very nice of you.
Who said I was very nice there?
Definitely not your son.
It's like, I keep saying student, but we can change that.
We could, but maybe you won't.
Hey, Chloe!
because-
I like having you as a student. Let's keep you as a student, shall we? Come on back here and let's be students together.
But I want to find Conlon.
Maybe,
Well, you put two hands together behind your back, you'll find your colon finally.
I'll what?
it's like maybe you should calm your loud friend down before I remove you both.
You gotta be quiet.
Hey, John.
Really?
Thank you. So, Professor Dagon can, are you sure you won't tell me where your
I can't
son
tell
is?
if Jack's trying to not laugh or not. This is great.
He leans forward and gives a quick glance at his neocom. He says, "It's none of your business, nor will it ever be your business. And you as a student shall only speak to me when I speak to you first."
He's a dick.
Well, I'll remember that for next time. Thanks.
He's like, "You're still speaking."
I think.
Drennan made himself into the game.
Hey, guys, guess what?
Anyway,
Guys, guess what?
His father doesn't care about them.
No, and his father's not a nice
where's
guy.
Scarlet out here? Oh, I didn't mean.
No wonder Conlon doesn't really talk a lot about him. He was kind of ugly.
Well, I don't think his physical features have anything to do with the fact that he's a dildo.
What's a dildo?
Well, you see, there's this magical animal out in the forest. It runs around on all fours, but it's made out of plants. Dill, to be specific. The females are does.
They look like pickles.
I just like watching Drennan's reaction. Well, anybody else, I'm just watching Drennan's.
I was like,
Because Drennan immediately put his head down.
nope. So
What kind of witchcraft
So I've walked up
allowed
Scarlet.
a deal plant to get up and walk?
I believe it's called druidism.
Never heard of it.
Tree humpers.
all right,
I
so-
kind of heard a little bit about that.
Yeah.
So I walked up to Scarlet, and I'm going to ask her if she knows anything about. We're missing some students. Specifically, we're looking for Conlon. Have you seen him?
She looks over at Aang, and she says, "Aang, do you care to speak to your granddaughter?" So, at this point, he's got his hat pulled out and like stuffing like a bagel underneath there so to eat it. And he goes, "Why should I know?" It's like, it's not like I know everything or anything.
Do you know?
If I knew, I would surely tell your grandmother. No, have you had these rolls? These are amazing. And there's like crumbs. coming
Where's
under the hat.
Conlon?
It's like,
Y'all really worried about
Oh wait, I can't do this sitting up this high in this chair.
it. I just saw that pop up like this.
he's like, he goes.
I got a little chills. There's
I'm
like,
trying not to myself. He's like, it's like, sweetie, if I knew where Conlon was, I would surely tell your grandmother.
So
Why do I feel like I'm being lied to?
the douchebag teacher, like,
That's his dad.
well, I mean, I don't know.
It's Professor Dagon.
Yeah, D.
We're kind of worried about him, and
Does
Chloe's
he?
having a
What's
minute over
his
here, and
reaction
Professor
to all
Dagon
this?
decided to
Does he
act
look
like a
happy,
horse is
sad?
rare,
Does he look?
and I don't know what's
Is
going
he
on.
Professor Sape at this point?
Basically.
All he's doing, the only thing he's watching, he's not paying much attention. He's just looking into his own neocom.
Can we see what's in his neocom? Oh, that's good.
It just glows.
Maybe he's just busy looking at the shiny stuff.
Yeah. So
So why are we we focus on somebody that's not here and focus on somebody who is here. Who's the round boy?
I don't know. He's not wanting to say much.
I'm just like absorbed in the big neocon and the clockwork.
Just
I'm
like
just
you
like
absorbed
looking
your
at it,
lunch.
just like
Hey, new kid. Who are you?
I don't feel it.
How many students are actually?
The other sad part is he's your kid. So he's used to this.
All right,
He's used to.
And I've only ever met one.
no,
Let me get in front of you so you can see me. Hey, who are you?
so your class is about 20 big, and there's quite a few professors. There's about maybe 12 professors that you think that are professors. The 3 dragons are done speaking, and the clockwork dragon raises its hand and sort of ticks, and it has its neocom, and it turns it upside down, sort of clicks over, and a statue comes up from the ground, raises up. How do I turn this on?
You just pull the little tab. Should come on.
I pulled the tab.
He dropped his ball.
Okay, so I pulled the tab.
That's your inverted.
That's okay. I'm getting another one. I mean, I'm getting the right color anyways.
Is there like a button?
No, it's the
No, it
tab's
worked
got
a minute ago.
So it's there.
Here, let me pass it over to him.
Yeah, maybe you can get it. It's okay. So a statue raises up in front, and there comes like a large, like, ding across the place. And when the statue comes up, all the teachers stand.
Oh, I thought we was all staying already.
No,
Some were
the
sitting.
teachers stand. The teachers have been sitting.
Oh, okay. We're not cool enough to have seats.
No.
Apparently, we're not cool enough to talk to that one either.
What?
I see one get it misspelled.
Yeah, they do.
Go.
What's your name?
So
Rolly.
Holy.
I'm not helping.
no,
Okay,
I'm
but
just totally absorbed
one
in this
are you?
big. I'm in the moment.
Hi, I'm Chloe. What's your name?
Maybe you're taller. Maybe he'll see you.
Maybe. And I'm just gonna be poking you in your rolly belly.
Okay.
Hi.
Poking.
Hi. Pepper and I are friends. We want to know who you are. You want to be our friend?
I'm letting you know.
I'm just
Is that how big it is?
Is that his belly?
Is that how big the neocom that the dragon's holding is?
Oh.
it like the like
I
this
was a bit confused.
this statue comes up, and it's like the dragon places the neocom on top of the statue, and from there the statue sort of holds the ball up, and then the orb grows, and it fills the room in front.
Great balls of Omni, what's that?
No one knows.
No one knows.
No one knows the Omni.
Great balls of comms. Neocomms. That's the biggest ball I've ever seen. Save for that one dragon.
So the room feels.
Does it change the colors like it is now, or is it just?
The
Okay,
room,
we just lost Andrew.
so the lights dim, and the light that comes from this, what seemed to be like a neocom, comes forward, and the dragon then takes it with one hand and lifts it and raises it up and over you all. And what looks like, well, I don't have anything to really do it, but just imagine it's like over all of you all, the students. And the ceiling looks like the stars and clouds and everything. And there's like swirling clouds and storms that sort of just populate this giant hall. And it floats, and it says, it starts like pulsating, and then it says, "Welcome." And when it welcomes you, like everyone gets quiet. That was not the song I wanted. I'm gonna turn it off.
Oh.
It says, "Welcome, students." So again, the lights dim down, and the only thing that you can now see are the neocomms through the room. There's no light coming in through the windows. They're
Always on the ground.
so I wanted to use this, and it goes.
He who finds himself finds the center of the cosmos.
It's a terrible song.
So, yeah, it's not so. It goes, "Welcome. I am your headmaster. So you may call me the pursuit of knowledge. It's like, my name is Omni. So I am the founder of this school. I expect that any books that you have brought to this academy be left here before the end of the day for me to catalog and read. They will be returned to you within 24 hours. So,
Well, that's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a problem.
so I have gathered you all here in a joyous but yet sad opening ceremony. So we have gathered up everyone that we feel is proficient enough to learn. Learning and knowledge is the most important thing in life. And it's how we learn to do anything and everything. How we learn to do nothing when it matters. And how we learn to do everything when it matters and it's the hardest. You are what I would like to call the most influential and promising class we've had for a long time. So the last class that we were able to gather around, we only were able to get 10 people. So, and look, we have a wonderful collection of almost 30 candidates for the future. A future that is not written. A future that you will write. Every one of you will have a chapter in this book. And if you happen to write it down, I'd like to read it. But I digress. We have much knowledge throughout these walls. But knowledge does serve no purpose unless it can spread and grow. This university was not always a university. This was a great place of learning and wonder. And now it is a place of sharing. You add to this school. But unlike many things, when you take, you add also. You bring balance and you bring growth. I wish by the time that you are done here that I will know every one of you all personally, for I have watched you long. I have rooted for you. I have learned from you. I have wept for you. I have laughed for you. And today, if I had tears, it's like I would weep again for joy, because every time that we have a new class, we instill hope in a world of hopelessness. And inside this ball swirls what looks like raindrops and clouds. And you realize they are not raindrops, but they are little balls. They are neocons. And they start swirling around, and then they puncture the orb and sort of float around like little moons and stars up in your ceiling. And they float down to all of you. And amongst every one of you all is a neocon. And it says, if you wish to be a student, please claim your neocon. Does anyone not take their neocon? Across the room, everyone takes it except two people. They cannot, in good conscience, take it. He says, the first steps of knowledge are knowing that pain is ahead. You will be not looked upon poorly for not taking this. He said if they will leave the room, again, two people go
Okay, but nobody we know.
and leaves the room.
Oh, we'll find out later, probably.
Your first bit of knowledge with your Omnicom is it's hard to teach you if you do not know the full truth. By taking this Neocom, you've shown that you know that the unknown will be perilous. That the unknown cannot be truly known until it is in your hand. We feel that this will be the last expedition that we will be able to put out. We've been trying to gather the best and the brightest for the possible last expedition that we will send. Every one of you all will be given a choice someday to be part of the expedition, to possibly join us as staff, or to be a productive member of this society while it still stands. But none of these choices will be forced on you. With knowledge, you must have options. And today, you will start your steps in growing to what you think that you need to be. Whether to make sure this society stays how it is and grows and prospers, or to find out why we are cut off from the outside world, or just to be a normal person. There are no wrong or right answers. Just what's in your heart is what matters. We will grow you to how you want to grow. We have classes for you to become who you want to be and how you want to do it. We were the last stand against the unknowable and evil. And since this is the last stand, you are the last to stand and join our ranks. The bubble is collapsing. It is already starting to crack. So we know this, and we've known it for a long time. We have gathered you to end, either to be prepared for when the day that the bubble breaks, or to save it But again, the choice is yours. I am not here to tell you what to do. These teachers here are not here to tell you what to do. I will not lie to you and understand that there will be pain coming. And pain doesn't always necessarily mean that's a bad thing. Because only through pain do we grow. Some of you have experienced pain and overcome it. Some of you have not yet experienced your own pain. But today, we teach you how to combat that pain. Are there any questions that you wish to ask of me? I like questions.
That had to be about the longest birthing process I've ever been through. All these little balls came out of the big ball. Now we want to carry around watchers with us everywhere.
Out of character, how big is this neocon thing? Curiosity.
40, 50 feet across.
No, I meant the one.
Ours.
Yeah.
Oh, yours, think about the size of baseball. It's easy to carry. It's not very big.
Okay, so it's like a Pokeball.
And are those
Do they glow in the dark?
talking to us, or is it the big?
Yeah.
The big one.
Okay.
The big one.
It glows?
Yeah, they all glow to a point.
Also, basically, if we want to be sneaky this week.
No, they're not. They won't always glow. So.
But he can listen in on us at all times.
Yes.
Can there's like a mute button?
He says no.
Do we have to carry it all times on us?
If you wish to be a student,
Why we lose it in battle?
so I will make you a new one.
Shit. Can it be destroyed?
Yes.
By, like, dropping it, or, like...
No.
Okay, that's what they say.
No.
So, if I, like, start bouncing like a ball, it ain't gonna break.
Go ahead and try.
It doesn't bounce very well though.
Okay,
If I were to shove it up the arse of a turtle, would I be able to track it?
I already have one there.
No, I do. He's gonna say that.
I'm very
Not
I am
surprised.
very thorough.
Did you consult Scotty for that one?
I don't have to.
So, like, he can talk to
No,
us
just
anytime.
highly
This
accurate.
thing. It's like a cell phone, basically.
Yes, you may talk to me anytime, and
And we know when he's listening.
I am always listening.
Well, it's not, no, you can't be listening to freaking everybody.
Yeah, I can.
Oh, it's like
Magic.
18.
It's like well,
He is Big Brother.
if you wish to know, it's like if you wish to know that that every moment.
Spreading.
Now he's telling you the truth. Every moment of every one of your lives, he is watched from the time of your birth to now.
Does anybody else creeped out by that?
That's like stalker off. Like,
So it's like
I've had some very intense private moments.
they are logged way in the back.
I mean, Peggy was a heck of a girl. She only had one leg.
what she done?
I know how she only had one leg.
It's
So
a
can
street.
I ask him
that
something
I
and not have to speak out loud?
Okay, so do you want to try to do that? You want to touch the and talk to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Hey, ball.
I'm gonna just say, I know that Mr. Dagon said it was none of my business, but I'm worried about my friend Conlon. Can you just tell me he's okay?
So Conlon is alive.
And
He's not-
alive's different than okay.
She did.
Is he okay?
And okay is from a point of view.
Do you know why he's not here?
Yes.
Is he gonna get in trouble?
No.
Okay. Thank you.
He may already.
If it makes you feel bad, I don't sense death.
Well, that's all I wanted to know.
Yep.
Oops.
Sorry. It's a big. No, that's a white one. Never mind.
Yeah. People
Wait,
are
was
alive.
that
That just means that death is possible.
hey, by the way, there's a white wolf in here. Okay, hold on. Dumb question, because I've never asked you this. How big are the wolves I see? Are they the
looks
size of
pretty
a
daggone
train or are they the size of a normal dog?
No, they're the size of a normal wolf.
Okay, so that's just a normal size wolf.
Yeah, I just don't have.
Okay, I'll just.
I
He
just-
doesn't have a 32 millimeter.
Well,
or 28
he
millimeter
does. He
wolf.
used Wolfie.
Yeah, but
But that's not
I just want
very
you to be
good.
able to see. I just want you to be able to see it.
That's all I need to know.
So,
So it's white though.
well, I'm just letting you know. There's a wolf at the door now.
He's the only one that can see.
He's the only one that
And
can
He
that's
see.
just told us he
Yeah,
could.
are you telling
But I
everyone?
don't
how
know.
No, God no.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you just
Yeah.
said.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
If you say
I'm-
it,
Oh.
if you say it out loud, they're assuming
Because
that
you just said,
Oh, my
I
bad.
see a wolf. Oh,
Yeah, you said you see wolf.
well, but I was with you when we went to find the other people, so I thought you were telling me because
Yeah.
I.
Well, I mean, I guess I'll
saw.
tell you, but like, no, I'm not gonna tell anybody else.
Well, I'm just telling you. This is what happened. You see a wolf like this, and it walks through the door. What
Like
do you do?
out the door.
It walks out the door.
What color was it?
It's white for now. But
Was it like changing or was it?
You just saw a white wolf and it walked out. What do you do?
I followed.
Okay, and we're going to cut.
Yes, I'm like Kim OCD.